for continuing to smash.
Hey, it's Smashly. Recently, I've been playing a lot of Lost Ark. Like, a lot. Like, way too much. Like, exceptionally a lot. I'm currently in Tier 3 on one of my characters, and I have 6 alts right now. And the number one question I keep getting on stream is how do I keep track of all my alts? And currently, I'm using a tool called Arcman. It kind of looks like this. This is a little tool that I use right now to keep track of all of my characters. As you can see, all 6 characters over here with a huge checklist of all the different things that I need to get done either during the day or the week or even across my roster. I'm going to set you guys all up with my current setup so you don't have to hassle with any sort of setup. As you can see here, as I complete my Chaos Dungeon, I'm just checking this off. Or maybe when you complete a Guardian raid, you can check that off too. Or maybe when you complete your daily tasks, you can check those off as well. The first thing you want to do is head to arc.bin.kr/preference. You can find a link to this beneath the video, and once you're here, make sure you're selecting the appropriate language and make sure you're selecting the appropriate region for what server you're on. After that, make sure you click on the little cloud icon up here that says backup. This is where you're going to import the file that I'm going to give you guys to make sure that you guys get all of the settings that I currently have. Beneath the video, there'll be a bit.ly link to a Google Docs that gives you everything you need to import all the settings I set up for you guys. Once you get to the Google Docs, all you have to do is either hit Control-A to highlight everything, or you can hit Edit, Select All. Once you've done that, you can either right-click and hit Copy, or hit Control-C. Back on the Bin Arc page, just hit Paste, and either hit Control-V here, or you guys can hit right-click and hit Paste. Once you've done that, just hit Yes here. It'll say Undo Not Available. That's okay, just go ahead and hit Yes, and this should set everything up for you. You notice that when you go to the To-Do page now, it has Smashly, another character, and Delete, letting you know that to right-click, you can delete a character. For the stuff I've set you guys up with, if you go to your roster and characters, you'll see you'll have me, some other characters here that you guys have pre-set up for your to-do list. What you'll probably want to do is go ahead and replace these characters with your own. So if you right-click, you can actually remove these existing characters. And you can add in your own by hitting the plus mark here and typing in your character here. You can select your class here, so Scrapper, obviously the best. Once you've added in your characters, like so, you can head over to the to-do list and you'll notice it still has some of the previous existing characters here. That's okay. We can just right-click, and if you want, you can change the existing ones here to your existing characters. And you can actually just keep these if you want and just change them to the new ones, or if you want, you can hit the trash can and delete them. And that's really it. Now you're set up to have a whole checklist for all of your alts and everything that you can do with them. So one of the big things that I've set up for you guys is a daily roster-wide checklist. Keep in mind that co-op sailing can be done more than once a day. A weekly roster checklist for both the Una gold chest from your daily missions as well as the ghost ships. And then, of course, all the different actions that you can do with your characters. The number one things you really want to get done is this top green section for Chaos Dungeons, Guardian Raids, and Quest. Don't forget to donate to your guild on all of your characters. Some of these are actually more than weeklies, so for instance, the towers are indefinite check marks, but some of the weekly quests, of course, you can do 3 per week. Make sure you get these done as well. And a lot of the stuff is for getting all of the materials that you can possibly get per week from everything else. In this bottom section, this is actually all the Abyss dungeons and the newly included Argos raid that just got released. So make sure you guys are checking these off as you're doing them per week, including the Azure Windstar shards if you're in Tier 2. Last but not least, make sure you guys do bookmark the to-do list. That way you can get right back to it whenever you need to and just go ahead and check things off. It does keep track of everything, and if you maybe mess up or just want to reset everything, this button down here at the bottom will allow you to manually reset everything, or the daily ones or the weekly ones. Everything should be set up already for you, and so if you are, as long as you have your preferences set up, if you're on NAEs for instance, on Thursday morning at 5 a.m., the weekly should all reset, and the daily should all reset at 5 a.m. every morning. I hope this helps you guys, and I hope you guys really enjoy the tool. It's really helped me keep track of all 6 of my characters, and I hope it does you as well. If you guys want, catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/smashly. And I hate to say this, but don't forget to like and subscribe.